Why alcohol and longevity do not go hand in hand. The real truth you need to know. Today we're tackling a topic that's widely misunderstood: alcohol. For decades we have been told a glass of wine is good for the heart. But is it really? Or is it quietly aging you from the inside out? I'm here to break down what science says, what myths still circulate, and what you can do to protect your health and add years to life. So grab a pen, you will want to take notes. First, let's get really clear. The alcohol in your drink, whether it's wine, beer, whiskey, or a cocktail, is the same molecule, ethanol. Ethanol is a simple chemical, but it's powerful. It's classified as a toxin and a depressant. And here's the part that surprises many people. Your body has no way to store alcohol, unlike carbs, fats, or proteins. So the moment it enters your bloodstream, your body drops everything else to break it down. It becomes top priority. The main organ doing the heavy lifting is your liver, your body's main detox lab. The liver converts ethanol into a compound called acetaldehyde. This is where the real problem starts. Acetaldehyde is even more toxic than ethanol itself. It's highly reactive, which means it sticks to proteins, DNAs, and cell membranes, causing mutations and cell damage. This is exactly why alcohol is officially listed as a Group 1 carcinogen, the highest risk category, right next to asbestos and tobacco. It's not an exaggeration. Every time you drink, your liver cells faces this chemical assault, and your DNA repair teams have to clean up the mess. Over time, that constant repair work can fail, and that's when mutations slip through. That's how cancer can start. But the damage doesn't stop in the liver, because alcohol can cross blood-brain barrier. It directly affects your brain cells too. It numbs your nervous system, disrupts your neurotransmitters, and damages brain tissue with repeated exposure. Another myth people don't realize is that because alcohol is calorie dense, about 7 calories per gram, your body will always burn alcohol calories first. So while your liver is busy detoxing ethanol, your fat burning goes on pause. That is why heavy drinkers often gain weight over time, especially around the belly and liver. To sum this up simply, when you drink, you are taking in a legal toxin that hijacks your metabolism, stresses your liver, floods your body with a carcinogenic byproduct, and interrupts your natural detox and repair systems. Yes, it's socially accepted, but at the cellular level, there is no free pass. So now let's dive deeper into one of the hardest truths about alcohol. It's direct linked to cancer. If you only remember one fact today, let it be this: alcohol is officially classified as a Group 1 carcinogen by the International Agency for Research on Cancer. That's the highest risk category. It is the same group as tobacco, asbestos, and radiation exposure. So when you hear someone says a little red wine is healthy, remember, we would never say a little tobacco is good for you. But how does alcohol cause cancers? It happens through a few key pathways. First, when your liver breaks down alcohol, it produces acetaldehyde, which is a toxic, highly reactive chemical. Acetaldehyde can bind directly to DNA, causing mutations. Over time, repeated DNA damage and imperfect repair raise the risk of cells turning into cancerous. Second, alcohol acts as a solvent, helping other carcinogens like those in tobacco smoke penetrate cells more easily. This is why people who smoke and drink have dramatically higher cancer risk than people who do either one alone. Third, alcohol generates oxidative stress. It produces free radicals, which are unstable molecules that attack cell membranes and DNA. This long-term oxidative damage is a big driver behind many cancers. And finally, alcohol disrupts hormone balance. For women, this is especially important. Even light drinking raises estrogen level, which fuels the growth of hormone-sensitive cancers like breast cancer. Here's what the numbers show. Just one drink per day increases a woman's breast cancer risk by about 7 to 10%. So that means one glass of wine every night adds up to a significant higher lifetime risks. The World Cancer Research Fund and American Cancer Society agree no safe threshold exists when it comes to alcohol and cancer. Alcohol is strongly linked to at least 7 major types of cancer: mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, colon, rectum, and breast. Globally, about 4% of all new cancer cases each year are directly attributed to alcohol use. That's hundreds and thousands of lives affected by something preventable. You might be wondering, what about red wine's antioxidant? Well, that's a very good question. It's true that red wine contains polyphenols like resveratrol, which can be healthy, but you don't need wine to get that. Grapes, berries, peanuts, and supplements offer the same compounds without the carcinogenic ethanol. And don't be misled by old headlines claiming moderate drinking is heart protective. Modern research shows that supposed benefit disappears when studies adjust to healthy lifestyle factors. People who drink moderately often also eat better, exercises more, and have stronger social networks. Those factors protect the heart, not the alcohol itself. The takeaway is simple and sobering. Alcohol doesn't just add empty calories or affect your sleep. It's a direct, proven driver of multiple cancers, and the risk starts with the very first drink. So if longevity is your goal and cancer prevention is non-negotiable, the lower alcohol intake, the better it is. So far, we have covered how alcohol is a direct cancer risk, but its impact on your longevity goes even deeper. But its impact on your longevity goes really even deeper. Alcohol doesn't just raise your odds of disease, it actually speeds up aging clock at the cellular and organ level. So let's break this down step by step. First, alcohol is a master at creating oxidative stress. Every time your liver breaks down ethanol into acetaldehyde, it releases free radicals, unstable molecules that attack cell membranes and DNA. Your body's antioxidant systems like glutathione have to clean up this mess. But chronic drinking depletes those systems, and over time, the damage stacks up. When your DNA gets damaged faster than your body can repair it, you build up what scientists call senescent cells or zombie cells. These cells are alive but dysfunctional. They don't divide, they don't die, but they leak pro-inflammatory chemicals that harm nearby healthy cells. The more senescent cells you accumulate, the faster your tissue and organs age. Second, your liver. The star player in detox takes a direct hit. Heavy and repeated drinking scars the liver, first as fatty liver, then as alcoholic hepatitis, and eventually cirrhosis. Permanent scarring that blocks detox pathways. But even social drinking can raise liver enzymes and push your liver into a constant low-grade inflammation. A sluggish, overworked liver affects your whole body. You feel more fatigue, your metabolism slows, your hormone balance shifts, and your skin and eyes can appear dull or yellowish. These aren't just cosmetic issues. They are outward signs that your internal systems are under stress. Third, alcohol shrinks and damages your brain. MRI studies show that even moderate drinking is linked to brain shrinkage, memory decline, and early dementia risk. Why? Because alcohol dehydrates your brain cells, disrupts neurotransmitters like dopamine and GABA, and triggers neuroinflammation, inflammation inside the brain. Over time, people who drink heavily are more likely to suffer cognitive decline, problems with focus, memory, and decision making years earlier than those who don't. But it's not just extreme cases of alcoholism. Studies find a measurable impact even people who drink a few drinks per week over decades. Fourth, alcohol messes with your skin health and visible aging because it's dehydrating. It dries out your skin and makes fine lines and wrinkles more noticeable. Alcohol also dilates blood vessels, which is why heavy drinking often have flushed cheeks or broken capillaries. On top of that, it impacts on sleep, makes things worse. Less deep sleep means less collagen repair, so you age faster from the outside in. Fifth, alcohol indirectly fuels belly fat and weight gain. Here's why. While your body is busy burning alcohol calories first, your ability to burn fat gets put on hold. Excess calories from the alcohol itself or from the snacks you're more likely to eat while drinking get stored as fat, often around your midsection and liver. And here's something many people overlook. Alcohol is liquid sugar plus toxin. One cocktail can pack the same calories as a dessert. Over time, the extra sugar and stress to your pancreas and liver raises your risk for insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, another age accelerator. So what does all this mean in real life? When people ask why they feel older than they are, foggy, fatigued, inflamed, bloated, alcohol is often one of the hidden factors. Even normal social drinking accumulates this damage, sip by sip, year by year. Here's the bottom line. Alcohol ages you from inside out, from your DNA and liver to your brain and skin. The good news, every drink you skip gives your body a chance for repair. Your liver can regenerate, your gut can heal, your brain can recover, and your skin can glow again. If you ever said, I sleep better after a nightcap, you're definitely not alone. But you're also not sleeping as well as you think. Many people believe that alcohol is a sleep aid. It's true that alcohol is sedative. It slows down your brain's activity and can help you fall asleep faster. But here's the trap. Sedation is not the same as natural sleep. Real sleep has stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, all of which play unique roles in keeping you healthy, youthful, and mentally sharp. Deep sleep is when your body repairs tissues, clears cellular waste, and releases growth hormones, your body's natural repair signal. REM sleep is when your brain organizes memories, processes emotions, and resets your mood. Alcohol breaks this cycle. Research shows that alcohol suppresses REM sleep, the dream stage, and fragments deep sleep. So while you may pass out faster, your sleep is lighter and more interrupted. This is why after a few drinks, many people wake up at 2 to 3 a.m. and can't fall back asleep. Their sleep architecture is broken. And the next day, you feel groggy, foggy, and inflamed. This poor quality sleep adds up fast. Studies show that alcohol disrupts sleep cycle for up to 48 hours, not just the night you drink. And here's the kicker. Broken sleep raises cortisol, your main stress hormone. Elevated cortisol is linked to faster aging, belly fat storage, anxiety, and high blood pressure. It's the hormone that tells your body we are under threat. Chronically poor sleep from alcohol keeps you stuck in a stress loop. Even if you don't feel stressed mentally, your body does. But alcohol doesn't just raise stress hormones, it messes with your sex hormones too. In men, regular drinking can lower testosterone production. Your testes are sensitive to toxins, and alcohol can directly damage the cells that make testosterone. Lower testosterone means lower muscle mass, slower metabolism, reduced drive, and faster aging in men. In women, alcohol increases estrogen level, which may sound good at first, but isn't. Excess estrogen can fuel hormone-driven cancers like breast cancer. It also disrupts the balance with progesterone, another key hormone for mood, sleep quality, and reproductive health. Alcohol also impairs the liver's ability to clear excess hormones from your body. Remember, your liver filters out used hormones and toxins every night, but when it's busy breaking down alcohol, it can't do that job well, so hormonal imbalances linger longer. But there's more. Alcohol can throw off your blood sugar balance too. It spikes insulin, then can cause blood sugar crash in the middle of the night. The crash can jolt you awake or leave you tossing and turning with a racing heartbeat. So what happens when you combine all this? You have got a triple whammy. Poor sleep quality leads to higher stress hormones. Disrupted sex hormones leads to faster aging and disease risk. And blood sugar swings results in energy crashes and cravings the next day. Many people who drink regularly don't realize how deeply these hidden effects pile up over years. They wonder why they feel tired, gain weight around the belly, or struggle with focus. But the link back to alcohol isn't obvious. So here's the truth. Deep sleep is the single most powerful natural anti-aging tool you have, more powerful than any supplement. When you rob yourself of it, you speed up the aging process. The good news is cutting back on alcohol, even a few nights a week, can make a huge difference. Within days, your sleep cycle starts to reset. Your body produces more natural melatonin. Your cortisol level stabilizes, and your testosterone or estrogen balance can normalize. Your brain detoxifies itself better overnight. You wake up clearer, leaner, and more energized, the way your biology is designed to work. So next time you reach for that nightcap, remember, it doesn't help you sleep. It steals your sleep. And every good night of deep sleep you protect, it is an investment in your brain, your body, and longevity. Now, let's talk about how alcohol can impact your gut. Remember, your gut is your second brain. It protects you from toxins, makes mood chemicals, and trains your immune system. Alcohol weakens the gut lining, creating tiny leaks that let toxins seep into your bloodstream, triggering chronic inflammation. It also kills good bacteria and fuels overgrowth of harmful ones. The result? Bloating, brain fog, mood swings, and systemic inflammation, which is now known as a driver of heart disease, diabetes, and accelerated aging. Beyond the biology, alcohol's impact on lifespan shows up in everyday tragedies, accidents, falls, drunk driving, and violence. Alcohol lowers inhibition and clouds judgment. Even one drink can raise your risk of doing something you will regret. Heavy drinking raises the odds of alcohol use disorder, an addiction that shortens lifespan by 10 to 15 years on average. If you think alcohol is just a harmless social glue, well, remember, every extra glass carries risk. Now let's debunk some few persistent myths. A glass of wine is good for your heart. False. Modern studies show no benefit once you account for healthy lifestyle bias. Alcohol helps you sleep. False. It sedates you, but ruins restorative sleep. Beer has nutrients. True, but irrelevant. You would need gallons to get enough B vitamins. You can eat a handful of nuts instead. I drink to relax. Alcohol numbs stress short term, but worsens anxiety long term. It hijacks your brain's reward pathways, creating a dependency. Now that you know the truth, and so what can you do? Here are some essentials. Drink less. The safest limit is 0, but if you do drink, keep it below 1 drink per week. Find alcohol-free swaps. Sparkling water with lime, kombucha, and mocktails. Protect sleep. Cut alcohol 3 to 4 hours before bed if you do drink. Build stress relief habits that don't involve alcohol. Exercise, sauna, cold exposure, deep breathing. For heart health, get antioxidant from berries, green tea, or supplements, not wine. Socialize smarter. You don't need alcohol to connect with friends or celebrate milestones. You don't have to swear off alcohol forever, but you deserve to know the real story. Alcohol is aging you, one sip at a time. By cutting back or cutting it out, you protect your brain, liver, gut, hormones, and DNA. That means more energy, better sleep, lower cancer risk, and more years of healthy life. If you found this eye-opening, then share it with someone you care. Together, we can break old myths and rewrite the future of our health and longevity. Here's to life, real, vibrant, and clear.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.